Alright, hey guys, so I'm back here, and in today's video we're going to be going over how to cop the Pharrell Williams Adidas Human Race Solar / Afro Pack, and also the Jordan 4 Raptors. And I'm going to start off with the Human Races just because I know that more people do care about that over the Jordan 4 Raptors, and this will be a little more time consuming, I'm assuming, over the Raptor 4s. So I'm going to teach you guys how to cop, release info, of course, at the start, and also resale predictions because I know a lot of people do care about that. So let's just get into it. So for the Afro Pack, there's going to be 3 pairs dropping, 3 human races dropping, and there's kind of like an aqua colorway. Then we also have like aqua. Then we have like a red, and we also have a pink. And personally, all 3 of these shoes are really fire in my opinion. Of course, pictures would have gone up or are going up right now, and so there's 3 pairs, and they all and so let's just go into release info, I guess. So the retail price is going to be $250, but for some of raffles and other websites I'll be showing you guys on where to cop, it could be a little higher. It could be 250 euros, $275. But mostly it's around the 250 mark, and these are releasing on August 18th, 2 days from when this video goes up, and I'm just going to teach you guys how to cop. So let's just start into it with the retailers. So of course we have Adidas US at 7 a.m. Pacific time. I'll leave all the links, by the way, down in the description. So we do have Adidas US, of course, 10 a.m. Eastern time, 7 a.m. Pacific time. And actually, what Adidas is now doing for all of their hype shoes like Yeezys, Human Races, and some other shoes, you actually have to sign up. Actually, is this even in place? I'm trying to see right now. Sorry, I'm just moving the camera a little. Okay, so it's not in sync yet. Alright, so never mind that, just ignore that. So it's going to be releasing for $250 at 7 a.m. Pacific time on Adidas, on Adidas.com. And what you're actually going to want to do is, I believe Adidas still tracks you by your cookies. And I'll teach you guys more about that a little later. But I'll teach you guys how you guys have a much higher chance of getting the shoe. And as of right now, whether it's a first come or first serve or a draw, it's not fully confirmed yet. But anyways, I'll still teach you guys how to improve your chances, since Adidas tracks it by your cookies, and I'll show you guys that a little later. And so next we have international retailers with US shipping, which means we can still get it. There are a bunch, but I'm gonna teach you guys like the main ones, the most famous ones, and the places where you have the highest chance of copying. So the first one is gonna be Asphalt Gold. Again, all the links will be in the description. And again, Asphalt Gold does track you by your cookies, which does make it much better for us, and it's going to be 249 euros. And actually this releases at 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time, and again, it's your cookies. I'll teach you guys more about that later. But what you're going to want to do on the site, it already has like a size selection, so you want to already have your size selected, and then once it's 3 a.m. Pacific time, you might want to refresh, just because I'm not sure how these sites work. I'm not sure if it's an auto refresh or what, but you're just going to want to hit refresh, then click, it's going to say available in 1 day, 19 hours, or it depends when you watch this video, but 1 day and some hours, and right above that will be the size selection. And where it says available in 1 day, you're just going to want to have your mouse hovering over that, just because that 1 or 2 second difference does matter, whether you're going to click the refresh button or you're leaving your cursor over the available in 1 day. So what you're going to want to do is, if you're on Mac, you want to hit Command R, and it'll automatically refresh, so you can just click immediately rather than going up and going down, wasting a second. And if you're on Windows, I believe it's F5. So again, refresh, using the buttons just because you won't waste time. Then we have BSTN, again, 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And this is also 250 euros, 249.99. And again, you're gonna have a size selection, so you just want to select your size, and then it's gonna have notify me right below it. And again, just hit Command R or F5 once it's 3 p.m. Pacific time. And what you guys should do is you guys should have like a clock that has like the actual seconds. So once it's about like 58, 59, you want to hit refresh, just so that as soon as it's 9 o'clock, you guys are already in, rather than you wait till it's 9 o'clock and then hit refresh, which again saves you another second. So it's gonna have size selection, notify me. You're gonna want to refresh and have your cursor right over the notify me button. Then we do have overkill. Overkill is really good. I personally like it. Also here, 250 euros, like I said. And let's just see what it is for this one. One sec, I just gotta move the camera so I can see. I'm not sure how this is working. I guess you're just going to want to refresh at the time, like 58, 59 second. You're going to want to hit refresh, and then you're just going to want to click purchase or add to cart. And I'm not really sure where that's going to be because it doesn't have it on right now. And overkill, again, 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, I'm not sure where the size selection and add to cart button is going to be. So you're just going to want to be able to refresh and be ready to move your mouse around, because I'm not 100% sure where this is going to be. And I believe overkill also does track you by your cookies. And now for the last one, actually no, there are some more, but this is the last first come first serve. It's the Goodwill Out. It's pretty popular. It's pretty useful too. 250 euros again. And this one also does have a size selection, so you're going to want to select your size. And on the 58th or 59th second, you're going to want to hit refresh a couple times, so you're already in. And then right below the size selection, it says product releases in 1 day, hours, minutes, seconds. And you're just going to want to... Actually, okay, so here this is more useful because it already has the seconds. So once it says like there's 1 second or 2 seconds left, you're going to already want to hit refresh. And then you can just click add to cart because you know where that's going to be. And I believe all of these first come first serves do track you by your cookies, and I'll show you guys that once I go over all these raffles. So those were the first come first serves. Now we do have some raffles. We actually have 3 raffles. The first one, very popular, I'm sure you guys know of it, sneakers and stuff, of course. So it's $249, not euros. So it actually says when it's releasing, of course, day, hour, minute, second. So again, it has seconds here. So about the 1 or 2 second mark, refresh. And where the days, hours, and stuff is, you're gonna want to have your mouse over that, and then click it immediately once it is the time. Okay, so that's actually a first come first serve, actually. Yeah, so I thought it would be a raffle, but apparently it is a first come first serve. But then I would recommend going to that website once you guys see the video, because right below it says raffle open, enter here, and you're gonna want to enter for that raffle, just because it does improve your chances. You have little over a day left, so I would recommend doing it immediately. So you're just gonna want to fill out all your info, of course. So that's sneakers and stuff. Now we do have Foot District. I believe this is going to be a full raffle. I don't think there's a first come first serve. It's just loading up. Sorry, gotta move the camera just for 1 second. Yeah, so you're just going to want to hit enter online raffle. No, rip camera. Alright, so you're going to just want to hit enter the raffle. Not much I can really explain to you guys there. But after Foot District, we do have End Clothing, which is also very popular, just like sneakers and stuff. And here, I believe it's going to be a raffle. Yeah, so it's a draw, pretty much a raffle. And it's going to be $275. So you're just going to want to scroll and then enter the raffle. It's going to say size, address, payment, everything like that. So you're going to want to enter the draw. So once the shoe goes live, it'll just randomly select people. And hopefully you guys do win, of course. That's what I'm hoping for you guys. And so that's gonna wrap up how all the places that you can get the Human Race Solar Pack. I'm gonna teach you guys what I meant by the cookies, about how it's good if the first come first serves track you by your cookies, and also Adidas. So I'm just gonna start a screen recording, and I'll see you in that. Alright guys, so here we are, and you guys can't see the whole screen. I'm sorry, I just put up part of it. So in the top right corner, and of course for this, you guys actually do have to use Chrome. You can't use Safari, Firefox, I believe, anything like that. So you have to use Chrome. Then in the top right corner, I'm hovering my mouse, it says person something or guest. It'll say something, and what you want to do is you want to click on that, and then you guys can't see everything. But as you guys can see here, I have multiple people. But for you guys probably want to have as many people fill there. So like towards the bottom, which is probably gonna be right here, you can add a person. Then when you add the person, you can just select whatever you want, I guess. And then yeah, so you just select person. Then what you want to do is I'm gonna do this right here. I forgot what. Yeah, okay, so then I changed people, as you guys see here. I'm on person 1 now, and I'm gonna click person 10. So as you guys see here, I have 3 tabs of Chrome now. One here, and one in the back right here. So that's just how you make multiple people. Then you can go to adidas.com. Let's just type in human race, for example. Come on, load up. Alright, so we have these right here. And since it tracks you by your cookies, what you can do is I'm just going to copy and paste the website right here. So you have all of this, alright, you guys see here. Then I'm going to copy and paste. Then I'm going to go into this Chrome user right here. Then I'm just going to paste that in. And boom, there you have it. Now you guys can make, like, if you want, you can make literally 40 of these. I remember when the last Yeezys dropped, or not the butters, because the butters were too easy to cop, but like blue tints, belugas, like around the late 2017, early 2018, I actually used like probably 30 of these, and that was only per device. So you can actually make a lot of these and have a huge chance at copying these. And that's just for Adidas.com. And for all the first come first serve links I taught you guys, I think it was BSTN, Overkill, the Goodwill Out, and I believe there was one more. I'm not 100% sure what it was, but for all of those, they use cookies. So you can just take the website, copy and paste it in. So yeah, you can just make multiple entries pretty much. So pretty much you have like 50 to 100 people trying to get your shoe in a way, compared to one person, which is just yourself. So chances do go really high up. I know people, not everyone knows this jig yet. Only some people do, but I know there's some people that know it and they've copped like 25, 30 pairs of Yeezys. And it's kind of crazy, actually. And I'll just see you guys in the video now. Alright, guys, so I'm back here, and I just taught you guys how to make multiple Chrome users. Like, you can make 30, 50, 100, whatever your device, I guess, works. And also, I forgot to mention, on your phones, for mobile devices, you can't make multiple entries on that just because you probably use Safari or something like that. You can't make multiple people. But what you should do is you want to turn... Actually, no, this doesn't really apply to this release. I'll just skip that. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. But just only have 1 to 2 tabs at the most. I personally would just have 1 to 2. I wouldn't put more than that, just because you will get IP banned then, because it's not different cookies. It's the same cookies. So you will get IP banned, which means you can't get it on your phone, and it'll probably disconnect all of your Chrome users on your computer. So I would just if you have a mobile device, I would switch it to long-term evolution. You guys know it as LTE, just so that it's in a different gateway, and not in an IP address, so it can't really be tracked as well. But also, I forgot to mention, since it's not confirmed whether it's a draw or first come first serve, just to be safe in case it is a first come first serve, I know it's going to be kind of tedious to do, but it's just you guys have to um, put in the time, I guess. You guys have to fill in autofill for every single Chrome user, just because if it's a first come first serve, you can't manually type it in. If it's a draw, then maybe you'll get lucky. If it's a draw, then I mean that's just gonna be luck, and then you can manually type it in. But I wouldn't take that chance. Just fill in autofill for every single Chrome user. I guess just like make a doc and like copy and paste it, then delete it, just because it has all your info. And I personally, I use filler autofill. It's worked really well, whether it's for shoes, Supreme, everything. Um, sorry. I use filler. It's FILLR, actually not ER. I believe it's just R. That's just how they wanted to do it. And the icon is going to be kind of like a pencil with a blue background. So that's the one that I have. It works really well. It's really consistent, actually. Um, so I would recommend using that. And next, we're just going to get into the Jordan 4 Raptors really quick because I know some people still do care about it. I'm just going to scroll down. Alright, so the Jordan 4 Raptors. This is going to be releasing at a retail price of $200, also on August 18th. And tomorrow, it's going to be the 17th, and I'll make a time management video for you guys, just so that you guys know what you should go for first, what's the best, like, time usage, everything like that. I'll make a video on that. And I'm just going to start with the U.S. retailers. You have Foot Locker, which 7 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Eastern time. You have Eastbay, 7 a.m. Pacific time. Footaction, 7 a.m. Pacific time. Champs Sports, 7 a.m. Pacific time. Finish Line, 7 a.m. Pacific time. And, of course, we do have Nike US, Nike sneakers. And I'm actually not sure whether it's a first come, first serve or draw at this point. I'm pretty sure it's a first come, first serve. So, of course, in Nike sneakers, you're going to want to go to your settings, have all your autofill set up. And, of course, I would just use Chrome for all of these, like Finish Line, Foot Locker, Champs, everything like that. Just because you will have your autofill already for the human races, or in advance you have it. So you don't have to do it on... So I just don't use it on Safari. I always cop everything, no matter what, on Chrome. But personally, this shoe in general is really fire. I really love it. This was originally supposed to be really, really limited as a Drake collab. But then Drake kind of like discontinued with Nike because there were rumors that he was going to go to Adidas. But then he decided not to go to Adidas. And now Adidas. And now he's back with Nike. So, I mean... So the shoe, they decided not to put Drake in it anyways, but the shoe is really fire in my opinion. All Jordan 4s pretty much are good. The colorway really matters on this. Like a Jordan 1, most Jordan 1s are pretty good, but a Jordan 4, the colorway has to be really fire. And I really do like this purple, black, it's like a black shoe with like orange and purple accents around. And I think it's pretty fire. And for Foot Locker, Eastbay, Footaction, Champ Sports, Finish Line, all of those, again, 7 a.m. Pacific time. And I would just have it one tab for each one ready. But a lot of these foot sites, these are mostly known as foot sites, except for Nike sneakers. It's pretty hard to cop on those. Yeah, it's pretty hard. So I would just look up all of the Foot Locker, Champs, all of the in-store locations. And if you do live near one of the stores, then you can just go in-store and camp out, and you'll have a better chance than copying it online from the stores, just because it's much harder. So I would recommend going in-store if you are near it. And then international retailers with US shipping, again, like the human races. We have Solebox at 12 a.m. Pacific time, 3 a.m. Eastern time. And they actually used to track you by your cookies, which means you used to be able to do the multiple people jig, which is what I showed you guys. But now there are rumors, and a bunch of people have been saying that they've been getting IP banned, and that they actually track you by your IP now. So I would not recommend using it for Solebox. But again, we do have BSTN, which you can use. You can use it for. That's at 12 a.m. Pacific time, 3 a.m. Eastern time. So it's at midnight Pacific time, pretty much. Then for the raffles, we have sneakers and stuff, which I showed you guys earlier. We have End Clothing again, and we also do have Slam Jam Socialism. Slam Jam is pretty good. I love Slam Jam. I'm not sure if I didn't mention Slam Jam, but Slam Jam, it's actually just going to be a draw or a raffle. So not much I can explain to you guys there. Again, it's just a raffle. You just want to go to the websites and enter. And again, I'll leave all of the links in the description. So that kind of covered both of the shoes for how to cop. Now I'm gonna get into some resale predictions, just because I know a lot of people do care about that. So personally, will they sell out? Of course, both of the shoes will sell out. Will they have resale? No, they're probably gonna go for like $100 under retail. Of course, they're gonna have resale, guys. Come on, they're gonna have resale, obviously. So for the human races, all three are gonna sell out, and all three are gonna have resale. All three of them may vary though. Just I believe the stock is actually the same or pretty similar throughout all three, but the demand, of course, does vary, and that also determines resale price. But what I'm expecting is it'll probably be around like the 300 mark, maybe around the corals or the chalk pinks. Those are around the 300, so you will be able to make profit, just not a whole lot if you sell on StockX or Goat, just because there are seller fees, including eBay. But I would recommend trying to sell in person. Like, what I would recommend, don't be scared to go up to people. I know a lot of people are, but just don't be scared to go up to people. Go to your local gym, at your school, at your work, wherever you are, and just ask people, hey, you trying to cop this? I got it in this size, blah, blah, blah. And the good thing is there's no fees, so you make the most profit possible. Of course. So I would recommend trying to sell in person if you can. Again, don't be scared of people or to ask people. But I know a lot of people do only have the option to sell on like StockX Goat, which does make sense. I sell on StockX and Goat a lot too, but they will have seller fees, so you won't make an insane amount of profit, but profit still will be decent. And the Jordan 4 Raptors, now a lot of people thought this would be a GR originally, but then stock went crazy after decided it wasn't going to be a Drake collab anymore. Stock is super high up now, but there still will be some resale, and just not as much as what people thought before. It'll be one of the lower selling Jordan 4s, even though it's like one of the most fire in my opinion. I'm expecting it's probably going to be around the 235, 250 mark. So you can make about like $20 to $40 to $50, depending on where you sell it. And I know a lot of people are like only like $30, $40. That's not a lot. That's a waste of my time. But if you think about it, if you enter all the raffles, if you go for all the first come first serves, let's say you cop 4 pairs or 3 pairs, all of a sudden that goes to 100 plus, which is what you'll usually make on a normal shoe. So you just have to think of it like that. You just want to enter all the raffles, first come first serves, improve your chances every single way you can, and try to make the most profit. And tomorrow again I'll make a time management video so you guys know what to do. And that's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. I know it was a little bit of a long one, like the Supreme video. I didn't even know it was 30 minutes until I like started editing it. That was pretty crazy, but I appreciate a lot of the support lately, and I'm going to be out for this video, and I'll see you guys next time.